Okie dokie internet, I'm Yoshi. Welcome back to the channel, my fellow Koopalings, and this is my Insta360 X5 Special Edition Satin White unboxing video. Now, admittedly, I am not much into the action sports. I primarily use this 360 camera for real estate photography purposes, but there's a lot to love in this package. I've been interested in the X5 ever since it was introduced earlier this year. I was just waiting to pull the trigger because at the moment the Zillow 3D House Tour app does not support the X5. So I was waiting for that to happen, but the second they dropped this special edition white, you guys know how much I love white electronics, just how chef's kiss perfection they all are. So I jumped instantly and yeah, let's go check it out. Now, when they say satin white, it's not actually a color, it's more like a pearlescent, like metallic sheen, which is pretty nice. This time around, instead of the X3's little pouch, it comes with a full-on zip-in carrying case. I also decided to purchase the protective lens cap, which of course matches the color, as well as the white invisible selfie stick. Very nice looking, very high quality. Two things, aside from the color, are the reason for the upgrade. One is that because action cameras have their lenses sticking out, they're really prone to scratches and dents. The X4 tried to solve that problem a little bit with a protective lens cap layer, which the X5 still supports. You can see I've got that there. But in addition to that, they also have fully user replaceable lens caps if yours tends to get scratched up or completely shatters, which I think is a huge plus. The other huge upgrade is just the low light performance, which I'm really looking forward to compared to the X3. All right, it's time for some comparisons to the X3. We can see obviously the X5 is quite a bit bigger. It is a chunky boy. I also really like the geometric design on the front compared to the smooth plastic of the X3. They both have a really nice grippy diamond texture surrounding the edges of the camera, which makes it really easy to grip. And all of the buttons are the exact same. You can see it's a little bit thicker in that department, as well as some extra tripod hookup mounts being on the bottom. The only real big difference is that the USB is on the other side. It's on the left side for the X3 and it's on the right side for the X5, and the trapdoor works just a little bit differently. And there's that little black sleeve that comes with the 360. I feel that the zip-up travel pouch is a big upgrade, with one exception. The X3 sleeve has this little hole off to the side specifically just for charging, so you can have it be all protected and in the sleeve, but you can plug it in and charge and transfer files even though it's in the case. Well, here's the first test video. Let's go walk the dogs. And first, we're gonna test the X3 and you can see just how really bad it is. Now right here for a moment, we're directly under a spotlight in my neighborhood, but then just 5 paces later, we're in complete pitch blackness. Or so the X3 would have you believe. In reality, it looks more like this. This is from the X5, also on a selfie stick. Even without being directly under a street lamp, it's very visible. But let's move forward to here and you can see we're very visible, and even on, if you look way out to the fringes, that with the X5, even 20 or 30 paces away, we're still in really well lit conditions. All right, now let's do a side-by-side walk. You can see in here that we are in the shade and kind of void of all direct light, but the X5 is picking up Mochi no problem. But just with basic ambient lighting, you can see literally it's a night and day difference with the X3 and the 5. Second test for you, driving in the car. Here's a good primary test, just driving in the car down the street. And of course I can turn on a light and that looks even better. This is the X3, the Insta360 X3. And here we are on the X5. We got the pure view, night mode turned on. Yeah, it's a pretty significant difference. Now let's turn on the car light, but certainly the low light is a very noticeable difference. And one last recording for you. I found this wall art mural at the back of this church. So let's take a walk down the alleyway and see the difference. And again, it's night day. It is shocking how much of a difference just 2.5 years makes to these sensor upgrades. Well, all right, fam, that's the video. So far, I'm very impressed with this camera. Of course, I'm using it mostly for real estate, but the lens replacement and the low light is enough to make a significant upgrade, probably even if you're on the X4, but certainly on the X3, the X2, the X1. And if it's your first time jumping into the action camera 360 but category of devices, this is the one to get. Thanks so much for watching. If you don't mind sticking around, I've got another extended low light video test that you might find interesting. Go check that out. I'm Yoshi, thanks for stopping by.